Good evening, everybody. Hope everybody's well. Who have we got in so far? Train Freak popped in to say hello and bye. He can't join us tonight. Flymo's in the house. We have Jerry, Mark from Hemel Tom Houston, and anybody in the background. Hello to everybody. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to those ones watching on playback. Hi Joshua, how you doing? Hope everyone's keeping well. David, how you doing, sir? Hope you're keeping well. Audio's low again, is it? Okay. I was going to say, guys, tonight I'm doing some testing with the audio. Now that should improve things now. Is that better? You should be able to hear me a bit better now. I have been experimenting with my audio because I've been using my new Sony ZV-1 for doing videos. I've done a video that's out tomorrow. Is going to be on my new airbrush, just taking it apart and having a look at it. And I also filmed another video for next week, which is where I start laying track on the Pedigo layout in the goods wagon in the Heritage Centre. And of course I had it all done, come back, edited the video, and the sound isn't great on it, so I've been fiddling with the settings on this and on these mics to try and make it better. So the next couple of videos you get from me, the volume is going to be a bit up and down on them. I've tried my best in the software to take out the hiss and increase the volume and that sort of thing, and the background noises. So the next couple of videos will be the sound will be a bit dodgy, I'm afraid, guys, but if you can bear with me, I think I've sorted the issues out now. It seems I have to have one setting for using the laptop for the live streams, another setting for using this, a different setting on the GoPro, and yet another setting on my phone, which is filming at the moment. Oh, hi Lee, how you doing? Did I see Leslie? Hi Leslie, how you doing? Hope you're keeping well. So tonight I just got a few trains running. I've got my Intercity 37, the old A-Class, Intercity 47, Flying Scotsman, Class 20 on the lower deck. So as I said, last week I was saying, oh, do stuff over the weekend, maybe watch the Grand Prix, forgetting that the Grand Prix is actually on this weekend, not last weekend. So hopefully I'll be watching that this weekend. Thought I'd get into the centre to do a few things. The missus had other plans for me, so we ended up doing a few other bits and pieces. We had quite a nice day out on the bank holiday. Just myself and herself and the youngest one went out. We had a few hours to ourselves. And then I was able to get into the Heritage Centre, as I said, to start laying the track on the Pedigo layout, which you will see not tomorrow, tomorrow week. So that video is already in the can, so to speak. Hi Brian at Finton, how are you doing, sir? Have you finished all those kits yet? Mines were taken off me because it's my birthday in a few weeks, so I'm going to get them back for my birthday, even though I bought them and paid for them. Hi Dundee Road, how you doing? So what's everyone else been at? Have you been out and about, Leslie, or have you been doing any modelling? Anybody else been doing any modelling? I've booked my flights and hotel and everything now for Worley in November, so I'm definitely going. I actually joined the Worley Club as well as an associate member, and I got sent through my membership badge along with a customs form from the good old customs in Dublin, saying that I had to pay €6, €6. It was €2 something for duty on the badge and £3.50 admin charge. But as I got the form to tell me I had to pay this, I also got the badge as well in the post, so I won't be paying that duty. Well, Steam enthusiast, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. So don't forget to hit the old like button for me, please. We've got 20 in already. This weekend I hope to be in Wagon 84 in the Heritage Centre, carrying on work on the Pedigo layout. I'm going to be doing the wiring of it and testing. Peter Shaw, Chapel End Junction, how you doing? Good evening. So I hope everyone is keeping well. I have to behave myself in here now and not pick my nose, seeing I've got the camera up there looking down at me. Usually I have them around, so I'm out of shot most of the time. Ewan, how you doing, sir? Oh. That's everything stopped. So first derailment of the night. That was going a bit fast, so I will slow that down once I get everything reset and going again. Great Continental Railways on this channel. Ignoring you, Mark and guys filing this down. Yeah, paperwork's got to be done, Leslie. Just wait for that to reset and then we'll get the trains going again. Hi Carl, how you doing? And don't forget to hit that like button for me, guys, and share the stream. And if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. If you've got any questions, pop them in the chat. If I can't answer them, someone else will. Do try and get, if there's any newbies out there who've got questions, stick them in the chat, or if you look in the description below, there's a link to a Google Doc you can put the question on. That way it's anonymous, so nobody knows who's asked the question, because remember, the only stupid question is the question you didn't ask. And it's the question that you don't ask will cost you the money. Let's get all this up and running again. Hi Digger, how you doing, sir? Thanks very much for putting that link up. Yeah, I do have channel membership. You'll actually see on the video next week what the money raised from this channel goes to. It's all the track and everything I've bought for the Pedigo layout and the Heritage Centre. So any money raised on this channel through the ad revenue, super chats, channel membership, all that sort of thing goes to building the layouts at the Heritage Centre in Donegal. Oh, it's Kieran popped in. Hi Kieran, how you doing? So you don't have to become a member, you don't have to, just watching the videos is enough to get the and share the channel out. Hang on, Jerry, I'll get these going and then I'll swizz the camera around to it and I'll put a tape measure on it and you can see. For some reason, they're all taking off like rockets tonight. I got the Flying Scotsman going. Sorry guys, I'm just not ignoring the chat a minute just till I get these trains going again. Right, I think that's them all going again until one derails and comes off. Missy J, how you doing? It's good to see you here. Hope you're keeping well. Alright, let me just grab my tape measure and then I'll measure the castle for you. I have to try and do this now without falling over everything. Close up of my mug now. Right, so that's the castle I have. So I just have the gatehouse, walls and the towers. So I just have it on the edge here. Let's see. Right, let me just... So that measurement there, it's the first corner, is 27 centimeters, and then across the gatehouse is like 40 centimeters, and then that is the next section along is about another 15 centimeters. If you go on to the Metcalfe website, you can actually print off the what would you call it, the plan of it, and actually put it on your layout and see how it fits. The floor plan, that's what the word I'm thinking of. You can actually print off the floor plan and stick it on your layout and see how it fits. Anybody else pop in that I missed? Yeah, you can move them all around as you want. Here, I'll show you. Oh. So these are all just, I haven't glued these down or anything yet. If I bring all the parts down so you can actually see them individually. So I haven't actually glued this. Oh God, that's that bit gone. Just in behind the scenes now. So there's all the individual bits. So there's the gatehouse, and you've got these walls that come with it. Also slope off to the side. And then these are the wall sections. So you have 45 various straight bits, 45, and then you've got the towers. So the towers are sold separately. That's the wall kit, and then that's the gatehouse. Hi Andy, how you doing? Good to see you here. Yeah, if you go onto the Metcalfe site, you can print off the floor plan, and then you can see how it'll fit. You can cut it out then, see how it'll fit on your layout. Let's tidy this up. This is sheets and sheets of instructions that came with the camera. Only a small section of it is in English. So I hope all you good people have been out exercising your democratic right, those of you that are in the UK voting. I won't get into the whole which way you voted or whatever. Let's not get into that. That's how we start arguments. Trying to stay away from Metcalfe. Yeah, it looked like it, Brian, especially from that Facebook post. Hi Carl, how you doing? Don't think I said hi to you yet. Hope you're keeping well. Yeah, so I won't be doing anything in here for a while on this layout. I'm concentrating on getting the Pedigo layout. It was actually good to get in there and get some track laid. Possibly next week if the weather's going to be decent. I was going to do it tonight, but it's very wet here at the moment. I might do the live from the railway next week because it's bright now in the evenings, and you can have a good look around Drumbo. You want the 37? Well, the Backbend 37s I have are excellent, really, really good. But Acura Scale seem to take things to another level. I mean, I've got that A-Class, which is Irish Railway models, but really, it's Acura Scale. They're the same size of the one coin, really. And I'm just blown away with it. Like, it's come with speakers fitted to it, a stay alive already fitted to it. And the detail on it is amazing. The lighting functions are amazing. So, I mean, if you want to look back at the review I done on that, so you can see all the different things, and I'm sure the 37 is going to come with the same level of detail and quality. The keyboard's been drinking, not me. Okay, take care, Ewan. Have yourself a good night's sleep. Yeah, their stuff is amazing. Like, they were at the show I was at as Irish Rail Models up in Bangor there a couple of weekends ago, and their stuff is just amazing. It's just really good. We really do. I was after, I left it too late. I wanted to get one of the Intercity 37s. Of course, they're all ordered up now. So I did speak to them there. I said, if there's any, and he said, look, just put your name on the waiting list and see if one comes up. Try all the retailers to see if they've got any. So I put a couple of feelers out with a couple of model shops to see if they can get hold of one for me. I'll be in trouble now if my missus is actually watching this in the house. She came out here not so long ago and done an inspection. That was a bit of a nerve-wracking experience. Nothing new here, nothing to see. It's all had this for ages. Hey, Jonathan, how you doing? You must be really bored, Jonathan, if you're watching me. I presume that Jonathan McDade is my brother. He was either down in Galway or Kilkenny. Wow, I'm showing 28 people watching. I think that's a record high for me. Don't forget to hit that like button for me, guys. So any questions, put them in the chat. I'll check the old Google's doc to make sure no one's slipped a question onto there. Yep. No, yeah, it's my son, Mark, who gives me the thumbs down all the time. You'll do it in front of me as well. You'll put up one of my videos. Say, look at this, and then you'll just go, thumbs down. I will get my revenge someday. Yeah, when they want something, that's it, Brian. So, who wants to see? So as I was saying, I got some new video equipment. I got the Sony ZV-1 with a stand. So it's got the buttons on there. I used this this week on the couple of videos I've done. Seems to be a very good picture quality. Doesn't seem so good on close-up stuff. And I think I figured out the sound issues I was having with it, so hopefully they'll improve. Most of my previous videos, I'll be using the GoPro 8 with the flip-up screen on it. What I've been using sound-wise is the Rode wireless mics. Now I've got another set of those. I've got the Wireless Go 2, which comes with 2 mics. So hopefully, as you'll see with the video I done with Nick at Bangor Model Show, we're able to both mic up, so it just makes the sound a little bit better. So as I say, if you're watching any of my videos either tomorrow or next week, the sound will be a bit off. So just be prepared to put the volume up and down. I also got a gimbal, which I haven't set up yet, for putting the Sony on. So that'll keep everything level and stable, as well as my original gimbal I have for my phone. But the majority of my videos, the previous sort of first 90 videos I've done, was done using this and my mobile phone. It's just that this stuff here we were able to get with a grant to help us produce multimedia stuff for the railway. What's your next project for the display you have? This one here, I'm not doing anything on it at the moment. I'm working on the displays and layouts in the museum. We've got donated a layout of Pedigo, which is installed in Wagon 84, and I'm building an extension to that so we can have continuous running of trains. And also I have my end-to-end layout I need to build as well. I think Jonathan likes trains, but not a mad fan of model railways. I took him on his first steam train ride, must be about 3 or 4 years ago. We were over in Bristol, and I took him up to the Gloucester and Warwickshire one that starts at Cheltenham Racecourse. Took him on that. Layout tour, certainly, sirs, ladies and gents, I will do that. I will grab my roaming camera. And I will put it on solo layout. Hi Marie Burbage, you're watching us on Facebook there. So here is where we'll start. This is where I started the scenics. So here we have, basically there's 4 lines going around. These 2 upper lines go through the tunnel and carry on around over to there. The 2 middle lines, they start the long descent down to the lower level, and then these 2 lines just come around here. So the whole idea is this will be incorporated into the scenic element. So there will be a hillside will come on down here, there will be tunnels here and here, so this bit will be visible. There's going to be waterfall over here into the river, coming out here, and there you can see the other entrance to the tunnels. And here we just have a hill with a tower on top. Don't mind the Queen Elizabeth Tower. And over here we have a church with a graveyard. And then we have, so the 2 lines coming in here and here, they all have their own passing loop, which will come into here. And here we can see I've started work on the station. So there's a platform there. There'll be another one here. Platform here with the main station building, road. And over in this corner, see there's the turntable. And this will be the steam shed. And then I'm going to have some sort of scenic break here. So a hillside or something to separate these 2 areas. And this side will be the TMD. And then we're back around to where we started. So in this area, I plan to put a dilapidated signal box with a single piece of track, all rusted, what will actually be my programming track. Okay, Andy, catch you next time. And then the lower level, you can't see it really because it's dark in there, but this is where it comes down to this level. It actually descends all the way through there. I wonder if I can put on the, oops. Sorry guys, I lost the old video on that. Let me just get it back up on there. I was trying to switch on the torch. So I can get this back again and I will show you. Apparently I can't turn it on. But anyway, that's the lower level. So there's a load of sidings in here for storage. And that's basically my layout here. Bottom layout connects from here. So it goes down through that tunnel and it descends all the way around. Just I think it's a 1 in 60 descent all the way around to here. So those two tracks there are the descent. Hi Ian, how you doing? Basically I measured the distance I had and then I used that distance to work out, and I could have a 1 in 59 descent over the distance. Because I thought about helix, but a helix takes up a lot of space. Oh, I got to fold that up, didn't I? So that's a little, yeah, go back a minute. Basically I took the space. So I can't remember what distance I had, but I took the distance and I took the height and divided one into the other, and that gave me the ratio. So it was 1 in 59. So it meant for every 59 that way, it dropped 1 that way. So if it was 59 inches that way, it dropped 1 inch. And it was just working all that out. I just basically, I cut out strips of plywood, about 10 centimeters wide, enough for 2 tracks. And then I cut loads of bits of wood, with usually, I think it was half a centimeter difference in height. So I mean, you'd start off with one height, then 29.5 centimeters. You would put the next one down because it was half a centimeter, and 29.5 centimeters the next one, and that gave you the full centimeter drop. And what I tried to do is where the curves were, is I kept it level on the curves. So obviously the inside curve is a steeper gradient than the outside one because there's less distance to travel. Does that make sense? Hi Dave, Swindon Junction, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so I built the baseboard for the lower level, and then I built the inclines up, and then I built the inclines up to here, and then I started working my way around the upper level. And this corner here is basically the tracks are just on their own supports, whereas from here all the way around to here is a baseboard, solid baseboard. This bit here is each pair of tracks has their own individual support of plywood, as you would have seen on the video. Like if you look at the top right hand corner, you can see the supports here as they go around. Valley Green, how are you doing? Hope you're keeping well. Hi Nigel, how's it going? Yeah, that is the Metcalfe Castle sitting down there. I took it down to show Jerry. He wanted a closer look at it and get some measurements. It's normally up on top of the hill. Oh, I'm running out of juice. Yeah, it's just a lot of these things the railway, you just have to sit back and think and go, right, how would I do this? All right, I'll do it like that. Yeah. So it's sometimes inclines, it can be very complicated, but it's actually quite simple. You've got work out what distance you have, then what height you want to go down or up, put one into the other, and that gives you the ratio. Now if it's anything like a 1 in 30, 1 in 35, most engines are gonna sort of struggle to carry any sort of load up. That's why I done my length to give me the ratio, and then that sort of let me think, right, okay, I can't go as high as I want to. I'm gonna have to keep it a little bit lower. That's why this space here is a bit tighter than I would want it to be, because it's a bit, you can't just put your hand in to grab something at the back, because you will knock the other stuff over, which is how my Class 56 ended up on the ground smashed. I videoed Glen Abbey layout. Oh yeah. Hi Robert, how are you doing? I hope the video done it justice. As I tried to go around and get everyone's video, and I tried to talk to everyone, and so myself and my daughter were up there doing the video. Hi Robert, how you doing? How did I get involved with the museum? I was a member of that society way back when it first started in the 90s when I was at school. And then I moved away to England, and then I moved back, and they were having a railway model show over the May bank holiday in 2016, and I went to that, and the manager at the time recognised me. Oh, go Mark, yeah, you're involved with this. We're having our AGM this afternoon. Why don't you come along to that? I was a bit naive, didn't really know what was happening. Went to the AGM, got elected on the board. 18 months later, I was chairman of the board. And now, then about 3-4 years, no, almost 5 years ago, yeah, just after I come, we had a new manager come in, and we had new board members and everything, which really freshened things up and revitalised everything. And then we just, we were lucky then to get a donation, which has enabled us to start bringing Drumbo back and make the bigger plans and everything. And we've just gone from strength to strength from there. Yeah, classic. I got volunteered. And it take it it takes up a lot of my free time. Um, I enjoy it most of the time. You know, I'm an active member of the board, and I would say to all of you out there, if there's railway groups, or not even railway groups, if it's football clubs or whatever you're into, do try and volunteer and give some of your time. If there is something there, the more people that volunteer and will take on some of the responsibility, the easier it gets. Like this year, I got involved with the group that was organising the St. Patrick's Day parade in the town. And because they put a call out and a load of people came along, they said it was the best year ever because they had so many people there volunteer and it took so much of the pressure off. And we only had to give, I think, I gave about an hour, 2 hours of my time organising the thing beforehand, and then I just volunteered to film it on the day. So, you know, do get involved. A lot of these things are happy to get people to help, and you can do as little or as much as you want to. I was a token disabled person, not much fun on a Millennium Walk Society. It's a bit tough going flying up. Yeah, there was some great bargains up in Bangor. I missed them all, unfortunately. The only thing I picked up is the blue intercity coach you can see going around here behind the 47. Because I was after some more like that to paint, and I want a few more to paint. And I picked it up for a tenner, and then I thought, right, this is what I'm looking for. When I got back to the hotel, I went onto eBay, and they're about 30 quid a piece on eBay, and I couldn't find them cheaper anywhere else. I was like, my God, why are they so much? Like, it's an old Lima moulding. It's not that new. Brian, are you going to Worley? Because if you are, I'm going to follow you around. Brian is someone who gets to the bargains before anyone else. So if anyone sees Brian at a show, follow him around. So there's lots of ways you can volunteer. Like you don't actually probably have to physically be on site. You can do a little bit of the admin. It can be something as simple as being an admin on their Facebook page or something like that, or, you know, doing a couple of videos for them or something like that. I mean, it's challenging at times, but I tell you, when I was stood in the cab of Drumbo on the back of a low loader coming into Donegal town, being able to pull that whistle and get that steam engine back into Donegal town, that was a really, really proud day. You know, and it has its challenges in times when you're wondering where, especially during the past 2 years. I mean, that was just stressful, not knowing, and some of the government agencies we were relying on for support were very, very slow to get back to us. Hi, Newland Radio. Newland Railway. How you doing? Anybody who's not familiar with Nguyen, Flymo, can you put a link to his channel up? Go and check him out. He done a great video there. I done the video I done last week on tail lamps. He also done one a few days before me. Go and check his out as well. Hi X7G12. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff lying around rotting that needs to be rescued. And it's all about getting people involved, getting people excited, which is one of the things we want to do with Drumbo, is bring it back. Now, Donegal Town has got a shiny, bright red steam engine sitting front and centre at the Railway Heritage Centre and saying, look what we've done, but we're not stopping here. We're going further, we're going to get rails down and we're going to put her back into steam. Because that's the thing that's keeping me going, is I want to be on the footplate of Drumbo when she's in full steam, pounding back down the rails. How long does it take to book a train ticket? Nigel, that's a big question. Is there available land for rails? There's land that rails can be put on, whether it's available. That's another, but something we're working on. All right, now we've got Drumbo back and we've got the station tidied up. Our next plan is to try and put some rails down by the original platform and run something there. It mightn't necessarily be original Donegal stock. It might be just a diesel shunter and a carriage that we've put some 3-foot bogies on to start off with, because you have to start somewhere. Now we are restoring trailer 5, so that's something we could put bogies on, and that would be an original piece of Donegal stock to have running up and down again. But that's the next plan. Railway Club Toy Fair. Where is the Railway Club Toy Fair, Valerie? Is that the one that's on down in Bray, or is there one on up in the north somewhere? Okay, XM12, take care. Enjoy the driving. I'll try to keep chatting. I'm running out of juice. Well, I've run out of juice. Like it is, don't get me wrong, it's difficult to find time. Like, I have a job, I have a family, you know, sometimes there just isn't enough hours in the day. You know, other responsibilities that I've got to take care of. But our magazine that we bring out once a year, which has been delayed from last year because we don't know why, our Phoenix magazine, somebody wrote an article in it, and they wrote it from the perspective of Drumbo, the steam engine, and it was like the voice of Drumbo. And you know, went through it and I was reading it and I said, oh, this is really good. And then the bit that got me is it was on about the journey on the way back from Belfast to Donegal, and he had wrote it in such a way, said, oh, we stopped in Biddy's, and then I overheard Mark say he's going to put me back into Steam. And it's it's a silly thing to be that invested in a steam engine, but there you are. Oh, hi Rachel. Any chance you could bring me out a drink, please? A can of something. Just open the door, push it, pop it in. You don't have to appear on camera. Of course, any of you who are at Bangor would have met Rachel, my #1 camera person. And she will be with me at Worley as well. She's got her flight and hotel booked as well. Hi Derek, how you doing? Is the Earns show still going ahead in September? Thank you, Valerie. Yeah, she enjoyed her. I think even though it was all trains, I think she enjoyed her weekend with me. We had we stayed up on the Saturday night. We had pizza, McDonald's breakfast in the morning. Have you ever been to Drummond, Jerry? I presume you have. I mean, it's worth going to see Michael and his crew down there and what they've achieved. Like, they've got Nancy, they've got a working steam engine, they've got numerous shunters, they've got all sorts of transport stuff in there, tanks and airplanes, and oh, I hear the shed door opening. Thank you, Rachel. Another can of bad stuff. I think the last time I got down there was pre-COVID. It was after they got Nancy back. But, oh, I got some homework to do as well. I got handed steam train driver manuals that I've got to go over, because obviously we need to keep the running gear on Drumbo oiled, greased. So I've got the manuals on how to do that I've got to go through, because I had somebody down with me during the week, and they showed me all the different points to be oiled and greased and what to use, and Whitehead have sent emails on what oils and grease to get. And because what we're trying to do with Drumbo is, like, the running gear, it's all free and moving on it. All the rods have been, any that needed replacing or were missing have been replaced. But we want to keep that free so we can move it, you know, only a couple of yards up and down the track, winch it up and down, just to keep it supple, so to speak. So I've got homework to do, and I have to get a wick kit from Steam Supplies. So I have to order that to make up these wicks, which I'll be doing a video on. So that'll be interesting. I've never made them before. They look quite simple to make, and so that'll be an interesting video of then fitting them to Drumbo and doing the oiling and everything. That's right, I've been paying attention. That's all right. Rachel isn't the one who gives me the thumbs down. It's the boy. Third week of September. Yeah, it is a different set of oil and grease. Because what we want to do as well is things like the rods, that we want to coat them in oil and grease to protect them from the weather. The boiler hasn't had the work. Part of the work we had done is we had an inspection done on it to see what was actually needed to put her back into steam. Obviously it'll need retubing, but most of the boiler itself, the thickness of the metal is still very good. There's one or two places around the firebox where plates would need to be replaced. But that obviously before she, we need somewhere for her to run before we get the boiler done. So that's the next big job. No, it hasn't been fired up in 60 years. All right, Joshua, good night. Well, the plan with the engine is to move her once a month, and it will just be oil and grease as needed. So it'll be a case of every time we move her, just go around and make sure everything is topped up with oil and grease. Because there's been a lot of work done on her. We want to keep her in the best condition possible. So when we do go to get the boiler done, none of the work that they've done already needs to be redone. Like obviously there's going to be deterioration over the years, but we want to keep it to as minimum as possible. That's why we've got her in. We've got a cover over her to shelter her, keep the weather off as much as possible. I lift up the inspection hatches and make sure there's no water in there, and keep her as safe as possible. It's quite difficult with the Donegal weather because the rain comes at you horizontally here. But yeah, someday we will fire her up, as long as the Greens don't ban us from having steam trains in this country. I know in the UK, I think they're allowing some certain amount of grandfather rights, but I don't know whether they'll do that here for our heritage. I still have to fix the wheels on that middle coach. That's the one I done last week. I need to put a new wheel set on that one so the lights work properly. Yeah, everybody, don't forget to check out everybody's channel. Most of the people in this stream do have their own channels, so just check them out. Remember, if you subscribe, you must watch their channels or you'll be unsubscribed. Most of them have I think all of them have very good content, very interesting stuff. So watch out for that Brian one if you're at a show, because oh my god, derailment. Yeah, so watch out for that Brian one if you're at a show, because he will take all the bargains. Sounds so good. See, as soon as I mentioned that coach, it derailed. I swear these coaches have got personality something. There we go. Yeah, Leslie, I forget, was it Severn Valley I was watching? I think it was at Severn Valley, and they had your man from the Yorkshire Railway at it, and they were looking at different fuels. And they had sort of briquettes, reconstituted coal, different sort of things they were putting in engines. Good. Yeah, it only rains between the showers, yeah. I might see if I can get over to that open day again, because I think they're doing the same thing again in July, aren't they, Brian? The Worley Open Day. Yeah, I think that one derails because it's got the wheel I fixed last week. I think that's it's got a I need to sort it out. I think that's probably why it just derailed. But weren't they talking about that mine for the steam coal? Weren't they going to try and open up the mine as a heritage mine, so it would keep mining the steam for the heritage railways? I mean, the fuel is, you just need some fuel that will burn high enough, hot enough to raise the temperature. As I remember, when I was in Disney, their steam engines they have there actually burns gas. Because at first I thought, oh, they're not steam engines, they're just diesels to made look like a steam engine. But when you actually looked in it, it had a firebox with a gas burner in it. Hi Nicola, how you doing? Hey, look, it could get to a stage very shortly where all the coal mines reopen. With what's going on in the world today. Trousers are slipping down. Yeah, Nigel, things only have to change to it's economically viable to open them, and that's what changes it. It's all down to money. If you can make money doing it, someone's going to do it. You know, because Like, we're all concerned about the environment and everything, but if people are getting cold and they've no electricity, you know, certainly until the renewables can get up to speed, because they're behind at the moment. Yeah, wind and solar and wave and that, I agree, they are the future, but the future isn't here yet, and we need a stopgap. And it may mean some of those coal-powered stations that they're due to decommission might be put on hold for a few years. You know, the politicians will do whatever will keep them in power and get votes. And if Joe Public is cold and they want their electricity, and the only way is coal in the short term, and so be it. You know, because that's there's pressure on world supplies at the moment. Yeah, the turf burner. They did try some of the Donegal steam engines on turf, but it just couldn't get hot enough. I mean, I know that myself from here, because we have solid fuel heating. Mostly we burn wood, but when it gets on those really cold days in the winter, you need to put a shovel full of coal on just to get the temperature up to make the house warm. You know, so usually I spend my summer cutting down trees, splitting them for the winter, and then they're all seasoning for a month or two, because we've got a lot of ash around here which you don't have to season for so long, and then that keeps us warm over the winter. Yeah, oil conversion for steam, but then it wouldn't smell the same, would it? And you wouldn't have the pleasure of sticking your head out a window and getting coal ash and cinders in your eyes. Who's done that? Pop their head out just at the wrong moment, just as it's going into a tunnel, whoosh, all in your face. And you smile when it happens. A wee sprinkle of coal. A story about my grandmother, God rest her. She lived down in between Ballybun and Listowel in Kerry, and she had a chimney fire once, and after that she was very nervous about the fire. So when she had the fire on, she always kept a little glass of water that she would sort of throw on the fire if it was coming up too much, so it would die back a bit. Except this night, she had her glass of water there, but she also had a little glass of brandy. And she pick up the wrong glass and throw it on the fire. Yeah, a face full of steam and smoke. I mean, first thing I just thought it was a big waste of brandy, but you know. The thing is, after it happened, she needed another brandy. So how's the picture and the sound been holding up tonight, guys? Right, I'm just gonna try something a minute just to see if it'll work. So just bear with me, guys. No, I can't do it. Nope. I was going to see if I could share another tab. I thought you used to be able to do it on StreamYard, but they seem to... Oh, Chrome tab, there it is.
Have a couple beers, watch the trains run.
I don't know if you guys can still hear me. I'm just messing around here.
That's what me and Rick do. And Jay, what's going on?
So can everyone see Jerry eating his crisps?
So I guess your kids are home early today, huh, Rick? Yeah, he came to his friend.
Can you actually hear Jerry, or because I've no
new car. Eating a snack. What are you having? That's a hybrid. It sucks.
That's Jerry. He's an American.
So what did he do? He came over to show you his new car and rub it in your face?
Does engage.
Come on.
And he sometimes he sits in his van beside a rail line and just does a chat. It'd be quite interesting just to sit in with sometimes, find out all the news across the pond. You know, if Leslie or Flymo, or somebody can stick no, he's not. He's not eating potato crisps. Yeah, if somebody wants to stick a link up to his channel, so you can go check him out. Pop over there and say hi.
Doing well, Rick. How are you?
I'm just wondering if I go to full screen, will that change?
Rick is splendid. He's living the life over there.
That does.
He just wanted to see me. Okay. Well, that's a good chum you got there, or mate.
I'm going to stop sharing Jerry now. That was just, I just wanted to see if that would actually work. Now, Nigel, which Tato is that? Is that Northern Irish Tato or Southern Tato? Because they're different. Actually, do you know what? I can actually put a link. Oh, God. Boxcar Jerry. I'll actually put a link in because I've got it open here. Oh, there we are. Leslie's put it up. Yeah, so he's live at the moment, so I'm going to finish up now, so you can all pile over and say hello to Jerry and say you were watching him on my stream. I've seen it, Tom. I've never tried it because that's one thing I don't like is eating chocolate and crisps together. Some people like that sort of flavor it gives in your mouth. I don't like it. English potatoes and tato. Yeah, so Tanagri, that would be the northern tato. Do you know that apparently you aren't allowed to sell the southern tato in the north? Because I think somebody actually got prosecuted because they brought it across the border and had it for sale in the north. They got taken to court by Tato Northern Ireland. See, I love chocolate and I love crisps. Can't eat them together though. Oh, Big Clive's going live again tonight, is he? I must since you told me about him, I've been watching a few of his videos. It's very interesting stuff. Right, I'm going to say goodnight, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe on your way out. Back again next Thursday. Video out tomorrow on my new airbrush. I'm just telling you about it, stripping it down. A few tips on cleaning and mixing paints. Video for next week is already sort of done. That will be on the start of the Pedigo layout. I'm trying to get a few videos ahead now because I'm going to be off at a wedding over a weekend. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the chat. It was a nice chat tonight. Good, lively conversation. So take care, everyone. Enjoy your modeling, and I'll speak to you next week. So good night, everyone.